The living room is more than just a space where we gather, it's where we express ourselves through design. While furniture, lighting, and layout play their roles, nothing transforms the mood of a living room quite like wall art. Art adds character, emotion, and energy. It's a finishing touch that makes the room feel complete. Whether your taste leans modern or traditional, bold or subtle, wall art invites creativity and tells a story about who lives there. You don't need to be an art expert to bring it into your space. You just need to know what speaks to you and how it complements the atmosphere you want to create. Let's explore how wall art can elevate your living room in beautiful, versatile ways. Wall art has the power to set the tone for an entire room. Even one thoughtfully chosen piece can dictate how the space feels. A calm painting with cool tones can turn a room into a relaxing retreat, while a lively print filled with vibrant colors can energize and lift the mood. Art doesn't need to be extravagant or expensive to have an impact. It's about intention, choosing something that connects with you and contributes to the room's overall feel. For example, a nature-themed piece can bring a touch of the outdoors inside, adding warmth and serenity. A geometric print might add structure and modernity. What matters most is how it fits into your personal sense of style. Some people love bold contrasts that catch the eye. Others lean toward gentle compositions that blend in softly. There's no single right approach. The beauty of wall art lies in its flexibility. You can use it to match your room's existing palette or use it as a way to introduce new colors. It can reflect your travels, your memories, or your aspirations. It's both decorative and meaningful, art that sets the emotional tone, even when the rest of the room stays neutral. If you found inspiration in these wall art ideas, give this video a like and share it with a friend who's revamping their living room. Placement plays a huge role in how wall art is perceived. It's not just about what you hang, but where you hang it. A well-positioned piece can bring symmetry and balance, while a misplaced one can make a room feel off-kilter. Start by considering the wall's size. Larger walls typically benefit from bigger pieces or groupings, while smaller walls might call for something simpler. Over a sofa or console, artwork looks best when it's centered and doesn't extend past the width of the furniture. For high ceilings, going vertical with a tall frame or a stacked arrangement helps to fill the visual space. Eye level is generally the sweet spot for hanging. Art should be placed where it's naturally visible and easy to enjoy. But it's okay to break that rule occasionally, especially if you're going for a layered look or hanging art as part of a shelf display. You might also think about what surrounds the art. Natural light, wall texture, and even nearby decor can all influence how a piece is seen. If you're working with multiple items, try laying them out on the floor first to find a composition that feels balanced. Whether you're working with one frame or 10, the key is visual harmony. Proper placement helps the art feel like it belongs, and turns the wall into a true part of the room's design. Which wall art style spoke to you the most? Modern, abstract, gallery wall, or vintage? Drop your favorite in the comments. Not every living room needs to follow a single theme when it comes to wall art. In fact, mixing styles can add charm, personality, and depth. It's perfectly okay to pair a traditional landscape with a modern abstract piece, or to hang a framed print beside a metal sculpture or textile. Contrast can create visual interest, especially when it's done with care. The trick is to find balance. A variety of frames, materials, and colors can still feel cohesive when they share something in common, maybe a dominant color, similar scale, or a consistent spacing between pieces. You can also mix subject matter. Combine photography, painting, graphic prints, and even mirrors. Let your walls reflect your varied tastes and experiences. Some of the most interesting living rooms don't follow design rules too strictly. They grow naturally, adding layers over time. Maybe you find something new while traveling, or decide to reframe a piece you've had for years. That's part of the charm. Your wall art evolves with you. It becomes not just something to look at, but something to connect with. When different styles are blended thoughtfully, the result is an engaging, curated look that feels authentic, rather than forced. It tells a story of layers, of pieces coming together in a way that feels lived in and unique. Love home decor content? Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell for more stylish ideas every week. While it's tempting to fill every wall, sometimes the most powerful choice is restraint. Giving wall art space to breathe can make it more impactful. Too much visual information can overwhelm a room, making it feel cluttered or chaotic. But when a single piece is given room to stand on its own, it invites attention and appreciation. Even a small artwork can feel significant when placed deliberately on an otherwise empty wall. Negative space isn't just emptiness, it's a part of the composition. It allows the art to be the focus. In more minimalist spaces, this approach feels especially effective. Fewer elements create a calming environment and let details shine. But even in eclectic or cozy rooms, a clean wall with 1 or 2 framed pieces can provide balance. Another benefit of breathing room is flexibility. You can rotate pieces throughout the year without having to rearrange an entire wall. Or keep a few spots open to add new finds over time. Art doesn't have to be permanent, it can shift with your style and your story. Letting your living room breathe means understanding that blank space is not a mistake. It's part of the design, just as intentional and expressive as the art itself. There's something quietly powerful about the way a room can speak without saying a word. A living room, once empty and bare, slowly transforms, not through noise or clutter, but through the thoughtful choices we make. Among those choices, wall art holds a special kind of magic. It's not just an accessory or an afterthought, it's the silent storyteller of a home. It hangs there on the wall, waiting to be noticed, and once it is, it never quite lets go. It invites the eye, engages the spirit, and fills a space not just with color, but with meaning. What's beautiful about art is that it doesn't follow rigid rules. It doesn't care whether your space is big or small, new or old, classic or contemporary. What it cares about, if we can imagine such a thing, is whether it matters to you. Art is deeply personal. You can walk into 10 different homes, and each will greet you differently, not just because of the furniture or paint, but because of what hangs on the walls. That's where the personality lives. That's where the emotion hides. That's where the identity quietly lingers. Maybe you've collected art slowly, piece by piece, through years of wandering and learning. And it doesn't have to be grand. Some of the most impactful art is quiet, small, unassuming. A delicate sketch from a market stall. A child's drawing. A piece passed down through generations. A photograph you took on a cloudy afternoon that reminds you of a feeling more than a place. These are not just objects. These are moments, preserved and displayed. These are pauses in the pace of life, windows into thought, fragments of beauty suspended in time. Wall art brings memory into the room, but it also brings mood. A room can feel calm, vibrant, thoughtful, wild, depending on what hangs on its walls. And it's not static. You can shift the energy simply by changing a frame or rearranging a gallery. You can add a single piece and find the room feels entirely new. It's like the walls take a breath, exhale differently, and suddenly everything has shifted.